December 19th, 2025. Darci's Corner. Some people think it's okay in Alberta to force trans children into the wrong sport. You know, if you're forcing trans girls into boys' sports, you're forcing trans boys into girls' sports. So there's still going to be boys playing girls' sports. They'll just be trans boys. And when you're a kid and you transition, if you're doing it correctly with professionals, first of all, you do it with clothing. And then later you might do it with hormones so that you proceed as the gender that you are, not the gender you were assigned at birth. So that trans boy is going to look like a little boy and then look like a teenage boy. And that trans girl is going to look like a little girl and then going to look like a teenage girl. And they're going to have the same bone structure and outward appearance of boys or girls. And suddenly she goes into the boys' sports and she's playing boys' basketball because she was forced to. Suddenly he is forced to play girls' soccer because you forced him, because he was assigned female at birth, to play the sport that corresponds with his birth sex. But the thing is, he passes. He looks like a boy, but now he's outed in front of his class and the whole school. You are forcing trans people to be out. And this leads to trans people sometimes unaliving themselves because they can't handle the shame. There's lots of shame piled on us from lots of people. And that's why we are 4 times more likely to end our own existence. You are forcing that onto children in Alberta. Shame on you if you support outing trans people when they're children. And they pass. And nobody knows, but now everybody knows because you forced them to be out. You are a shitty person if you force trans people to be out. And then that forces them sometimes to get hurt. Next, Benedict was a non-binary trans person who looked like a boy. But they were forced to use the girls' bathroom because that's what they were assigned at birth. And other girls went in there behind them and beat them into a severe concussion. And they were so distraught that when they got home, they ended their existence. You are forcing that onto children in Alberta right now. You should be ashamed of yourself. Trans kids deserve the same protections as all the other kids, and they should not be outed publicly in a gym class. That is so wrong.